Band is a sense of family to me. You don't really see a lot of these people outside of band, so I think once we're all together, it's kind of a sense of togetherness, so that's what I think of band.
What band means to me is like being able to be part of a family that's bigger than what you already have. Being able to connect with everybody else that you don't really have other ways to connect to them with.
Band to me means coming together with friends and people who you've gone through school, especially like the ones I've known since middle school, and just getting together and playing good music.
Band is basically my life. Like, band means life and family to me.
Band to me really means consistency. So in my life I've moved around a lot, but there's always been a band for me to be a part of, and there's always been band kids for me to be friends with, and especially the Indian Trail Band has been really welcoming to me, and it has just been like a really bright spot in my high school experience, and music is such a big part of my life.
Band to me is really about being able to make music together. Rehearsals are always something so special because there's nothing like music, making it as a group. Even just on your own making music, there's something magical about it. It kind of gives an out-of-body sense of like what peace is to me.
Band to me is an outlet for all my emotions that I can't really put into words. It makes me feel free in a way that just being at school or being with my friends can't do for me.
What does band mean to me? It means I get to come here and see my second family and make some beautiful music.
Band means to me having like one good time in the middle of the day, just happiness.
Band always meant something for me that I could go to every day and always, just put my mind to one thing and think about, just making music with the people around me instead of worrying about anything else.
Band means to me that there's a bunch of people with different backgrounds, different ideas coming together to be one and unifying all these backgrounds and ideas.
Over the past 4 years, band has kind of meant everything to me. Every day at school, the band room has kind of been like the one safe haven that's been consistent throughout all 4 years. And no matter what was going on, on any given day, band was always there, and it was always something that I could look forward to. So it's always been just huge to me to have that every day.
To me, band means family, unity, and making music together with people you don't necessarily have to know, but it's more of a feeling that you feel with those people. So that's what band really means to me.
When you're in band, you get away from all the hard, stressful things that are going on in your life, and it's just a great atmosphere to be around, and it just relieves all your stress, and you get to focus on music rather than focus on the stressful parts and the hard parts of life. And if anything, all the bad things are going on with your life.
Band to me is a bunch of people who, on the stage, they're making beautiful music together, and they're all coming together to make one giant piece or multiple pieces for a concert. But then off of the stage, we are supporting each other through mistakes. We're supporting each other through things like solo ensemble, Bandorama, a very stressful time of the year. But more than anything, we're a family.
A bunch of people coming together and just making music.
Band means everyone coming together and making something beautiful.
A memory that I can recall from band that I'll never forget is when Wheelie, before Bandorama, he was like, "Booth, I need to see you in my office." And he told me I'm going to be in an ensemble next year.
All right, so this story, really embarrassing when I was like 6th or 7th grade, and I was auditioning for jazz, and I had my audition work, and I had been practicing after school for like half an hour. And I went to Lincoln, where Mr. Griedeman was teaching at the time. And so he comes in, and we're about to get ready, and then the phone rings, so he has to go answer it. And I was so nervous that I just let the fattest one rip ever. And he came back, and he was real polite about it. He was like, "It smells different in here, just a little bit." And I was like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just play." And he's like, "All right, yeah, let's just play," and just do the whole thing in such a confined area full of that stink, because I was so worried that I wouldn't get in, and then I got in just fine.
I'd say just all the stories that Wheelie and Creedman have both told us. I think there's always a lesson behind it.
I can't recall like one specific memory, but just all the times that we've like gone out to eat after concerts and spend a lot of time together, especially in like jazz band as well. On top of that,
that would have to be last year. I had a really deep conversation with Mr. Wheelie, and that I'll never forget that conversation with him.
I remember when we were at the Bucks game and Steph Curry was dancing to our music.
I remember one time Mr. Wheelie got excited and he kind of jogged up on the podium and it like slid and he almost like fell on his back and he just like looked at us and smiled and said, "Wheels on wheels."
One memory that I will never forget is the first time that I met Wheelie.
Okay, so in 5th grade, it was a joint practice because I usually practiced with like 1 or 2 people, but it was like the entire section that day. And we were standing up for the first time, like standing up and playing for the first time. And I locked my knees and the circulation kind of got blocked. And I passed out with my clarinet in front of everyone. And it was like scarring. I couldn't stand up and play for like, I still can't stand up and play, to be honest. And so my bell was like halfway broken. I got rolled out on a wheelchair and I didn't like play for a good like 2 or 3 weeks. The end. That's my story.
Homecoming games, whenever we went out for a pet band, it was always something new, something special, especially when we did the marches. They were probably the coolest things ever. And then all the other football games, us getting rained out on and then trying to hurry back to the band room is probably one of the best things ever.
This past Posse dinner, I soloed for the first time. I did a lot of prep work with Mr. Creedman, which meant a lot to me because he took the time to go through it all and make sure I knew the scales and stuff like that. And yeah, it was really fun.
The time we hid Wheelie's honey from him. One memory that I will never forget is when we went to Lawrence for jazz band. It was me and a couple other people. We were at the mall, which was for like eating and resting before the concert. And we went to Ulta and we got Corey's makeup done and he had like the most blinding highlight on and it was just the best. You could see it in the concert and it was like really dark, but you could see Corey's highlighter just blinding everything.
I remember one day I came down to the band wing after school and a group of kids was teaching Wheelie how to play a game where they were throwing a roll of tape across the hallway. And they said the small box was the one that's worth the most points. And then Wheelie just dropped the tape in the small box right in front of him.
The first time that I did pet band, that was pretty cool.
One memory I'm never gonna forget is when we were playing Afterlife my junior year, and right as Mr. Wheelie ended conducting, he had that one tear that fell from his face, and everyone was just so heartfelt.
Probably when we had our lightsaber duels in the auditorium. That was fun, and some people got hurt, but that's when we had to stop. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm still the champion.
Probably the Christmas concert. It was my first year doing the Christmas concert, because I just got into an ensemble, and just having all the band, orchestra, and choir kids come together and make just great Christmas music, because I'm a fan of Christmas music, and just hearing it all and just being able to play in front of all those people, and just for the first time hearing all the orchestra, choir, and band just come together it was a great experience.
Well, probably the first time we ever played Latino. It was really amazing.
I'll never forget that our percussion ensemble has went to state each year since freshman year, so it's really cool that even as freshmen we went to state as an ensemble. So that's something I'll never forget.
Bandorama, being with all my friends in Bandorama the last time. That was a good one.
One memory that I'll never forget is last year, my junior year, when we went to the Bucks game
and we had to pack up the drum set to bring it, and for some reason somebody forgot to bring the snare drum. So we had to run around and try to find a wood block, and even though it was kind of crazy, it was still really fun and really exciting somehow.
My favorite memory this year would have to be senior year pasta dinner. I was able to do my first improvisation solo for the song Isn't She Lovely, and I think it went pretty well.
So one thing that was really kind of cool for me is coming into Indian Trail as a sophomore with a bunch of seniors who I don't know. It was just the welcoming feeling that all of them gave to me was just kind of special for me, and I'll never forget the way that they just sort of like helped me into the band and were very welcoming.
My favorite band memory is one time while me and a couple of my friends, Jamie, Ellie, Ashley, we were playing volleyball with a paper ball in class, and then Wheelie spiked the little paper ball out of our hands while we were just playing out of nowhere, and he decided to come play with us.
My first pep band, a couple seniors took me in and just were like, hey, play with us, we're on the track, and we just were hamming cowbells and sticks and stuff, and it's pretty cool.
I'll miss the most maybe just being in the band room and having a place to go to that's like a, I don't know, safe place or like a jumping off point for the rest of my life. And I'll miss the people in band and just the community that I've gotten to be a part of here.
The group of friends and the way we play together.
The people I met in band, all my friends.
Probably the people. The friendships are very important to me.
I'm gonna miss the atmosphere and basically how everyone comes together, and it's always like a fun time together.
What I'm gonna miss the most is making new friendships and just coming in every day to something like crazy and funny that's happening and all the stories people tell. I'm gonna miss playing with people that, the friendships I created over the past 4 years, playing and just taking a break from the day and knowing that we're going to come to band every day and play for people.
What will I miss the most? Coming in and just enjoying my 1 hour every day. I love it. I look forward to it every single day. Coming in and seeing the people I know making great music.
Just the people in general. Like we never quarreled with anyone. We always just had fun. Everyone was like a family to each other. We never really looked down upon someone. We always brought them up, especially in solo ensemble. We always brought each other up, boosted our confidence, and overall that family experience really helped us through a lot of things.
The cool music selections that we play that are awesome. Also wind ensemble as well, and solo ensemble.
What I'm going to miss the most about Indian Trail's band program is working together as a group and a family, really, making beautiful music.
Probably just playing in general, because in college I'm not playing in band. And I've been playing in band since 5th grade. So band has really been a big part of my life.
Probably being with all the people and the concerts, it's gonna suck not being there, being with all my friends, seeing them more, having fun with them.
Probably the people. I met so many of my friends here in the band program. I've made so many friends from freshman year to senior, from freshman year to senior now, and we're almost like family now. And everyone's going somewhere else. It's our final last, but it'd be 20 days now. Final 20 days, just hanging out with everyone else, and just like. Remembering all the great memories we've had for the last 4 years.
I think I'm definitely going to miss all the friendships that I've made throughout band and spending time with them every day in class.
Family aspect, playing my instrument. I love playing my instrument. I don't know. I mean, I would mostly say just like the family aspect of band.
Indian Trail's band program is probably one of the most spirited band programs I've ever seen. Even more spirited in some cases than many honors bands. And so the people and the spirit of the whole entire program, I'm just gonna miss, because it's a pretty hype experience, and compared to other programs where it's just kind of dull, Indian Trails is a very lively experience.
I'm going to miss all the people that were in it and all the people that made it enjoyable for me.
One thing I'm going to miss is how hard everyone always works to make this program as good as it is and how much people actually care about the music.
One word I would use to describe band is memorable.
Magic.
Family.
Home. Family.
One word to describe band would be expression.
Crazy family.
Family.
That would have to be family.
A family.
Expressive.
One word I'd use to describe band, definitely amazing. Just describes it perfectly.
Interesting.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Really fun.
Cray cray.
Determination, really. You know, I've been going at it since I was in 5th grade, and just being able to come this far with it, you know, it takes time to be able to do what you do like that. So,
Legendary.
Expressive. You can just put everything that you're feeling into your instrument, and it always comes out.
Spiritual.
Fantastic. Passionate.
Delicious.
Family.
Fun.
Awesome.
Very fun.
We're nerds.
One word I would use to describe band is unity, because we're all just like unified on a different level. It doesn't really have to be physical, or it's more of an emotional thing, feeling of unity. So yeah.
Community.
Probably amazing. It's really been life-changing, the whole music, and yeah.
One word I'd use to describe band, enlightening.
Fun?
One word I use to describe it is fun. Like, in the simplest way. It's just like, I come in here and I play, and I'm like excited to play, and I'm happy, and I love the things that we do, and I love, like, I have a lot of friends in here because we make a lot of connections through music, and it's fun.
Squad.
Unity.
A roller coaster.
One word I would use to describe band is support, because no matter what, through thick and thin, we've all had each other's back for the past 4 years, and that's something that's going to resonate with me throughout the rest of my life.
One word I'd probably use to describe the band program is community, because we're all working together to just achieve a goal.
Enlightening.
One word I would use to describe band is dummy-lit.
Hardworking.
Togetherness.
Shout out to music. Yeah.